Okay, hi everyone, I'm Green Zero, and welcome to another VOD here. You may have noticed something different straight away. No longer on Wii Game. I've gone to YouTube, finally got fed up with Wii Game, so I've redone my VODs, moved over to YouTube, and hopefully we'll get some better quality matches being posted there in terms of the quality of the video, because I didn't really like Wii Game. They didn't give me any HD or anything like that, and yeah, just a lot of problems with their site. So YouTube all the way now. We've got a fantastic game as the first game for YouTube. Let's have a look who's playing. We've got Spectre and ECLIPSE in a nod mirror. Both these guys pro players. There's also an observer watching this match. It's not live, obviously, so we'll disregard that. Now let's have a look. We're on Tournament Rift, obviously, and is that ECLIPSE or is that Spectre? Just get the colours. Spectre is pink. He's starting on the left-hand side, and ECLIPSE is starting on the right-hand side here. So this should be a great match. Two very good players here. On Tournament Rift. I cannot wait to see what they do. Nod mirror, only one engineer for Spectre. Let's have a look what ECLIPSE is doing. He's not going any engineers. He hasn't built a barracks at all. He's going straight for a refinery. So maybe he's looking to rush. I'm not sure. Otherwise, you'd think he would have gone for at least that easy spike there. And nice work powering down the refinery. When you build a refinery first, power it down. It makes you place your power plant a lot quicker. And he's going to have his war factory up super fast now. Although he did go for a barracks. He's gone for barracks now, and he's gone for scouts. So the war factory is probably going to be out at the same speed, except ECLIPSE will cap his spike a little bit behind what Spectre's got. So Spectre gets a slight economical advantage there, although ECLIPSE is already bringing in Tiberium, where it looks like Spectre's harvest is only on the way back now. So some really tactical moves here. Different build by ECLIPSE to go with his ref first, especially on this map, and we can see a bike coming out by Spectre. He's not building anything else though. He's going straight. Oh no, he's building a harvester now by the looks of it, and that bike is going to come across ECLIPSE scouts. He's got scouts all through the middle up there as well. Nicely done. Just one bike. It's probably just to throw off ECLIPSE, just to say, hey look. Spectre's like, hey look, I got one bike, there's probably going to be more, but I think it doesn't look like ECLIPSE is going to fall for that. It looks like he's still building harvesters, although this doesn't look like a harvester. It may be, oh no, it's a bike. So one bike just to scare off Spectre's bike. Another power plant goes down. Looks like ECLIPSE is going to get some scouts into the base here. Into the base, and he's going to have a look what Spectre's up to. He's placed his war factory very close to his refinery there. And another harvester out. He's got 4 harvesters, 2 refs, so he's looking good. He's probably going to go for an expansion real soon, not unless he's going for his op center, but no, it's not an op center being built. What's he going to place? It's just another power plant, maybe expansion now. Yep, there we go. It'll be interesting to see which field he goes to, whether he plays aggressive or goes to the safe field. And it looks like ECLIPSE is heading for his safe field, so he's going down to the south. I call it the safe field because it's further from your opponent, so it's not as risky that your opponent has to travel further to destroy it. And a few scouts being run over by Spectre there using his harvester, and ECLIPSE has got one guy left in that group, and it's going to get away. And oh no, Spectre's Konya, I'm not sure if he was ordering that to crush as well, or whether it just got stuck or caught in the selection, but he's had to redeploy because there's a bike there. So a little bit he got a little bit frustrated then, I think. So he's probably going to go for his expansion again once he cleans that bike out. ECLIPSE on the other hand has already moved his Konya a sufficient way to the next field. He's going to get some refs up there pretty quick by the looks of it. And more harvesters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 7 harvesters. ECLIPSE has 7 harvesters on this one field. He's obviously looking to transfer those harvesters at some stage. And look, is that an emissary by Spectre? Dual war factory emissary. He obviously doesn't have the time to move his Konya. He probably wants to keep his build going. But emissary expand on your first expansion on this map is not it's not preferable. I mean, it's not common. You don't see it. People are just more happy to move their Konyard, and he's deploying it really close. So obviously want to keep his build up. He's probably got a ref queued. It looks like a ref is almost done, and he's just going to drop that straight away. So maybe saved himself a little time, cost himself a little bit of extra money. Hopefully he won't lose that emissary, and ECLIPSE has dual ref up. We can see that he has moved at least one harvester. He's moving a second harvester over now, so he's left his ratio of 5 and 2 on his main field. That's a good ratio, and he's got 4 and 2 on the other field now. I'm not sure if he's going for a third ref or maybe deciding to tech, but looks like Spectre has successfully expanded, so he's not too far behind. He is a little bit behind economically wise, but he does have dual war factories. It'll be interesting to see what he does with his dual war factories. And now there we go. Oh, there's a big bike and buggy spam here. I didn't see this from Spectre. They're coming in, but those tanks are going to totally repel them. And as I said before, or as I saw before, ECLIPSE has got a second war factory up as well. And those bikes taking on Scorpion tanks, probably not the best. He obviously just wants to finish that tank off there and get out. So that wasn't good by Spectre. He's actually coming back to get another tank. That's nice. Nice maneuvering. He's going to get them out of there. He's probably hoping for some harvesters, but not to be. And it looks like ECLIPSE is going into full Scorp army mode. He's probably going to place an op center and get his Dozer Blade upgrade. Let's see if he places it. Yes, he does. And Dozer Blade straight away. No, he's not upgrading anything yet. He probably will shortly. Maybe he's a bit short on cash. He just wants to get more tanks out. Spectre is following suit. He's got a lot of bikes, but he's also starting to pump his tanks out. He's realizes this is going to go to a brute force match. And look at that. Spectre has nice economy up here, and he's going for some infantry. He's actually got engineers coming out, so he's obviously got the bottom spikes in mind. ECLIPSE, no, Spectre does have that garrison, so he can take those 2 spikes. That'll give him a significant edge in this game, and Dozer Blades on the research by ECLIPSE. But it looks like even though Spectre slightly behind economically wise is actually going out with his bikes again. This is what he needs to do. He's got bikes, he needs to use them to harass, and he's going in now, but he's going to find more tanks. Lucky not to lose too many bikes there. He's going to try to snipe another Scorpion tank, and he gets it. So he's putting the Scorp numbers down like a little bit, but not achieving too much. And there's a buggy. A buggy goes down. Those engineers are safe, so that buggy can't cut those units off, and Spec is retreating his bikes. You think ECLIPSE would perhaps be on the offensive a bit more, considering he had his economy up a lot quicker, and he's got triple war factory, so he's not concerned about using his strength just yet. He's probably going for laser capacitors and making his Scorp tanks super powerful. And an army over here with rocket guys as well, and a few fanatics. Don't see them very often, but hopefully he'll put them to good use. So Spectre definitely doing a lot of the attacking here, but ECLIPSE has a better economy in my opinion, and now ECLIPSE is moving forward. He's finally getting out there on the ball. He was obviously just consolidating his position, getting everything, all the upgrades he wanted, so he knew he could win a stand-up fight. I don't think Spectre has a tech center, but we'll just keep an eye on this fight here for now. We can see Scorp tanks facing off, and now Spectre's got a rocket squad mix and a few bikes, so he's going to definitely be able to push this all tank force back. And oh no, ECLIPSE's harvesters have been revealed. Those bikes have stealth detection, and he's going to lose them. He's not pulling them back. Oh, that's a bad move. He should have pulled them back, but now he's got laser capacitors, so he's probably just going to charge forward and crush the infantry and wipe Spectre's tanks. And oh man, this is going to be bad for technique. Spec. God, I got that wrong. And look at that, ECLIPSE just running those rockets over now. There weren't enough Scorpion tanks by Spectre to hold back the crush, and he's actually building fanatics as well. A lot of fanatics are coming out, and I think they're pretty good against Scorpion tanks. He's obviously looking to get a decent amount up. There's more squads here. And there they go, they run in and they basically take out a Scorp tank and damage all the others around it. And those laser capacitors are not too effective against the fanatics. They do have an upgrade. They have Tiberium infusion up. It increases their movement speed, so they're super fast now. I wouldn't say super fast, but faster. It's not really significant compared to what Traveler get on their what do you call them, their running legs. I can't even remember what they're called anymore, but Spectre does have these spikes here. That's going to give them a boost. ECLIPSE has really failed to get a lot or any of the blue Tiberium, I think, at all. He's been sending harvesters there, but every harvester has been revealed, and that one there's probably may get away. I'm not sure if he's obviously got it revealed because he's got infantry close by, and he's going to lose that too. That's bad by ECLIPSE. He was obviously looking to leech that field. I don't think he got any. He may have got one harvester away that I may not have seen, but I doubt he really got any of that blue Tiberium, and now he's going to have to move out. He's got a buggy heavy front line, and they have laser capacitors as well, so it's a good move from ECLIPSE to put those up the front, because he can benefit from the upgrade that the laser capacitors affect the buggies as well. And Spectre is going midfield with his Conyard. Does he have a tech center? No, he doesn't. He's got a secret shrine, he's got his upgrades there. He doesn't have tech, but he's holding back the Scorp army. And now ECLIPSE has realized that Spectre has these spikes, but Spectre's been getting a fair bit of money from these spikes, working with 3 spikes for quite a while now. And one goes down, he's going to lose the other 2. But look at this, these tanks here have been split up, and it looks like Spectre's going to use the opportunity just to snipe a few of the ones on the edge out. A lot of fanatics there, oh man. And look at them going, they're actually causing a lot of damage. Oh, Cloaking Field hits Spectre big time there. It doesn't do as much damage as ECLIPSE would like, but it gives him the opportunity to run forward and crush. Yeah, Spectre didn't have enough tanks in there to prevent Spectre didn't have enough tanks in there to prevent ECLIPSE's charge forward. So that was a bit of a lapse in his defense, but he's actually got so many infantry squads, and they're all kind of really spread out now, that he's causing a lot of sporadic damage, and those tanks are going to go down. Those fanatics have been really good for him. I think ECLIPSE may need to bring a new unit mix to the field. And look at that, the last of his units going down now, and Spectre has somehow gone out and defeated ECLIPSE's big army here. It didn't even get close to his base, so really nice fight. It's been all concentrated around the blue Tiberium, which has pretty much been destroyed, or just dead harvesters. It's interesting to note that harvesters with blue Tiberium in them, when they are destroyed, they drop green Tiberium. I'm not sure if that's supposed to happen or whether EA just didn't bother to think of that. Anyway, let's have a look at what ECLIPSE has got left. He's actually building some flame tanks, so I think he realizes he's on the back foot. He needs to try something different. He can't win a stand-up fight, and stealth going down for Spectre, sorry. He's getting stealth up at his base here, but a lot of shredder turrets coming out, and ECLIPSE could benefit from quad turrets here. He's just mainly got infantry, a lot of fanatics coming in, and he's just dropping the shredder turrets. He's aiming for the turret themselves and not the base. Oh no, he gets one there. So I think Spectre may need some vehicles here to fully take these down, and we can see those flame tanks moving through the middle of the map. Spectre may not have sighted them yet, but looks like both players are going to be sharing Tiberium. That is really interesting there. Neither player really has the forces to destroy each other's base or harvesters, and oh no, these flame tanks have come up behind Spectre's base. Oh, this is bad. This is bad for him big time. These flame tanks can burn down every structure here, and there aren't enough units to stop them. And look, Spectre pops the laser defense on his Conyard to give it that extra bit of armor. Actually makes it quite resilient to flame. You'll definitely get an extra 6 or 7 seconds of flame